Hello everybody. Let's get settled. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
This is. Can I have one?
Yep, sorry. There's one. Okay, well, today's press conference with Heimir Hallgrímsson ahead of the games against Finland and Greece next week. We announced the squad at 12:30, so Heimir, if you'd like to deliver a quick update regarding the squad.
Yeah, starting with maybe players that were not in the squad last camp. Starting with Festi, who came in on a day notice. It was good to have him in. Then Mickey Johnson has been struggling with an orbital bone fracture, so he's coming back, getting his minutes now. Happy to have him back. Same, Josh Collin, back in the squad after a hamstring injury now. I think he has played 2 full matches, so he's up and running. Jamie McGrath as well was close to being in our last squad. Started the season really well at Aberdeen, creating, scoring, man of the match performances, etc. Finn Assas is another one, been playing well for Middlesbrough. Saw him last week when they played Stoke. Impressive. Now again, the day before yesterday, had a good performance against West Brom. So a guy I think can step up and show his strength for us. Then maybe the more surprising Mark McGuinness, centre back at Luton, has been playing really well for this season. Aerially dominant, and set piece threat. Really a set piece threat, but really also a good range of passing, and been really impressive for Luton. And then Jack Taylor as well, getting bigger and bigger roles at Ipswich. Good attacking midfielder, good on the ball, dribbling, running with it. Just a good attacking player. Of course, when you have new players coming in, some needs to step out. So from last camp, we are missing Will Smallbone and Seamus Coleman as well, both injured. And then Callum, Alan Brown, Jacob Bryan and Mark Doherty make way for the others to come in. That is the squad.
Thanks, Heimir. Nathan, do you want to start with your first question, please?
Heimir, you mentioned some of the players who were left out, the likes of Matt Doherty, who's been in the squad consistently for 6-7 years. Why is he not in the squad?
Well, we knew this question would come, so not easy to motivate that for me. So first of all, we know that Martin Seamus has been here for a long time in the squad. Our most experienced fullbacks, our best fullbacks playing at the highest level for a long time. But unfortunately, they will not play forever. So we need to have a plan B if they are not there. So my job is to get this team to the World Cup in US 2026. And given that next year, 2025, if we end up in a group with 5 nations, all our FIFA windows next year will be official World Cup matches. So this is the only chance to kind of experiment, to give players chance to show what they can do, and that is the reason why we opted to go for other players at this stage. I called Matt yesterday. Obviously he deserves for an explanation. He was not happy, of course. He wants to play every game for Ireland, but I just ensured him that it's not like we are leaving him out. We're just testing other players. I think because of his experience as well, not to bring him in to have him on the bench. It's better just to give him this camp off.
The Nations League obviously has an importance in terms of rankings and a knock-on effect over the next few years. Would that suggest that you don't feel that these games are as important as the qualifiers coming next year? How do you look at these games? Are they basically a step up from friendlies?
Yeah, it's always more important. It's a competition, and we want to win all games, whether it's a friendly or a competition. We always want to win. I think we have a good enough team to get points this camp. But of course, the most important thing is to get to the World Cup and be ready when that comes. And I think one of the reasons we haven't been performing in the recent is the rotation of the players. So we need to find quick our starting 11 or close to the starting 11, and play them regularly, because it's in the national team. It's the connection between players that is the most important. And if we're always rotating, we will be struggling in these connections.
Sorry, does that not contradict what you just said when it comes to Matt Doherty? If he's an important part of the squad going forward, why do you not want him playing it?
It's absolutely a mix of both. So I need to take a decision to look forward, but I think we have good enough players to do a good job now.
One of the talking points since the last camp has been the amount of games that you've been attending. How many games have you been at in England? How many times have you gone to watch the players?
I don't count the games I've been at, but last week was pretty intense for me, up and down England, seeing matches. But like I've said before, I thought time efficiency for me is to see more players than the individual. We don't have many players playing at the same team or same club. So, for example, last week when I was traveling, I could see one or two players playing, and the whole day more or less went into traveling between matches. So that is why I've invested more time watching more players on the apps we have, on the computer, on the telly, etc. So I will gather more knowledge in a time. So it's more like time investment for me.
Just the other players who were left out then from the last squad: Alan Brown, Callum Robinson, Jacob Ryan in a different situation. Can you explain the reasons they're not in?
Yeah, we wanted to see other players. So it's just a rule from FIFA. We can only pick 23 players. We do 24 players this time around, but we can only pick 23 players. So if we want to see others, somebody that needs to drop out. There's no other reason. They all performed pretty good last camp.
Emily?
So I just wondered, have you had a chance to assess Troy Parrott in a matchday situation? What could he bring to your squad? How would he fit into your system?
No, I really liked. I've seen the last 2, maybe 3 games he played. He's been on fire for Asset, both in the Euro games and also in the league. He's different in a way. He is eager to take the runs in behind, and we need that. It's similar maybe to Sami, who is willing to always take a run and spin off in behind. We need that kind of an attacking player. And he's thirsty for goals. You can see that he always wants to go in front of the goal, being ready there. So I like him a lot as a striker.
You just talk about a couple of new additions: Jack Taylor, Mark McGuinness, 2 good ball-playing footballers. Mark obviously came through Arsenal, so he has that confidence in defence. And Jack is good at adding creativity. Is that almost what you're looking for, a bit more, not just possession football, but actually playing the ball forward, those good attacking forward passes? Is that what you're looking for, a bit more in this window?
I think we should be pragmatic in our approach, especially on the ball. I think that is something that I've been trying to implement from beginning, to be quick finding the options. And again, I'm repeating myself, with a lot of rotations, it's difficult to be a good ball possession team where we are rotating players and we don't have many matches together. So yeah, I think at this moment it's better for us to be more pragmatic, seeing the options early, and it's good to have players with the vision to find it.
Any further questions in the live press conference, guys? Dan, please, thank you.
Could I just clarify, with Jacob Ryan, is it just that he wasn't playing games? Is that the primary reason he's missed out? Or?
Yeah, and the reason is that there's not a big difference between the players, in my opinion. We have a lot of good centre-backs, really a lot of good centre-backs. So I just want to see, at this stage, Mark, see him now, and then somebody needs to step out, and that was Jake at this stage. I explained to him yesterday and he respected the decision. But obviously, no player would like to miss out the chance to play for his country.
I just asked the Tom Cannon's goals last night. Did you last minute?
Yeah. We kind of selected the squad prior to the matches. I don't think we would have changed it, but it's really nice. We are so happy for him to get the goals. Now he's starting to play on a regular basis. Hopefully he will continue. It was nice to see an Irish player score 4 goals in one game. But you could also see in the game he was really tired in the end. So he's not fully match fit. But for sure we're so happy for him to have scored these goals, and hopefully he will continue scoring. And he is in our backup squad. So if something happens, it's easy to call in a guy that scored 4 goals yesterday.
So last one. Could I just ask, what would represent a good week next week?
Well, I'm looking for good performance, and normally from a good performance we will get points. I'm not going to say a tally, but I would really like to build on the Greece game, where I felt that we were at least doing the basics and doing the principles better than against England. I hope we continue to build on that, and if we do, we definitely will get results.
Thank you guys. Boardroom for the dailies. Thank you very much.